welcome back ke our podcast. And guys, kemarin ada film namanya Pacific Rim. What do you guys think about that movie?
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Incredible.
Really?
Yes.
Dari skala 1-10 seberapa bagusnya itu film?
From the action perspective, menurut gue it's 9.
9. Ceritanya kurang dangkal?
Ceritanya so sih, tapi ya udah main lah buat action sekeren itu sih, siapa yang peduli sama ceritanya.
So it was entertaining buat lo?
Yes.
Oke. Kenapa? Karena robot-robot yang besar-besar?
Gue gak suka robot sebenarnya, tapi karena apa ya, kayak keren aja gitu,
Keren
you know,
aja.
the adegan fightingnya,
Yeah.
the whole scenes ya.
Oke. Rana?
Oh, I love it. Sense of scale luar biasa. He's actually asking the question because he didn't really like the movie.
Oke.
Yeah, so-
Jadi berusaha mencari
Yeah,
pembenaran gitu.
dia lagi dia ngebangin.
You're too old for this, man.
Man, check that.
You're too old for this.
Check out, man.
I want to say cut tapi enggak.
He was comparing the movie sama Godfather, man. Why would anybody do that?
Can we end this podcast right now, man? Get out of here.
Rana, what do you think about?
I already said what has to be said.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. Skalanya luar biasa. I
Okay.
mean, klise yang dipakai makes
Sorry.
you feel like a kid again.
Tadi lo ngomong apa skala?
Yeah, skala.
Oke. Speaking of skala, kemarin Liverpool datang ke Indonesia dan skalanya supporter Big Reds amazing.
Okay.
Botoligans, welcome back ke our podcast lagi. This is the Mighty Panganesian and the Wizard of Oz, Rana.
Yeah.
Oke guys, kita akan bicarakan soal supporter Liverpool kemarin di Indonesia. Kemarin Indonesia tanding lawan Liverpool. For the first time ada tim Scouser bertanding di Gelora Bung Karno. Oke, based on orang-orang yang ada di sana dan on television, kita mendengar chant-chantnya mereka rapih banget. Kita ngeliat crowdnya amazing and luar biasa. Pangeran, what do you think about that?
Gue nonton game di TV.
Oke,
Dan-
why?
Karena, well, gue merasa gak enak badan sih itu sebenarnya.
Oh, gitu ya? Kayak gatel-gatel gitu ya?
Iya, gue merasa agak ada sedikit incompatible gitu
Oh,
sama
gitu
gue
ya?
sama GBK hari
Oke,
ini.
oke.
Gue nonton game di TV gitu kan, and the most amazing thing is channel kedengaran jelas banget kan
Parah.
di TV.
Parah.
Berarti keras banget kan suaranya kan?
Iya.
Keras banget suaranya kan gitu kan.
Padahal kameranya yang dipakai tuh jelek banget, saya nggak bisa nangkep gitu ya.
Iya. Terus bagus banget sih menurut gue.
Oke.
Suasananya, dan gue kan nontonnya sambil following minute by minute reportnya WPM Inggris gitu kan.
Oke.
And then tuh mereka kayak amazed juga kan kayak, wow, now the Indonesian Liverpool fans start singing East Coast accent gitu segala macam kan. You know, these guys in Jakarta kan 7,000 miles from Liverpool are singing about Anfield Road gitu-gitu
Yeah,
kan.
yeah.
Buat orang sana yang juga ini jauh-jauh gini kan pada hafal semua.
Kok di jongos-jongos pada ngerti gitu kan?
Iya, it's amazing.
Oke.
Yeah, funny thing was that he was implying kalau yang nonton jongos gitu loh.
Well, bukan berarti gue keberatan sama statement dia tadi kan?
Oh.
Oke, gue nggak itu, kayak gue tidak.
Tapi tau gak?
That's awful, man. Come on, you don't do that.
Any of you dapat kayak email, dapat kayak SMS atau BBM yang kayak Liverpool fans, nanti jangan bawa flare atau jangan rusuh trompet, jangan terima nggak itu?
No.
Nggak dapat.
Why would they send me kayak gitu kan?
Iya siapa tahu.
Kecuali ada sih mungkin yang bisa at Mahendra Satya mungkin. Tapi enggak. He did.
Oke, enggak, karena menurut gue ya, gue topik pembicaraan adalah kenapa fans Liverpool bisa segitu solid, segitu kompak ya. Yang gue bilang, kita pernah ngebahas ini di podcast sebelumnya juga, karena Big Reds itu ketua-ketuanya atau orang-orang yang diketuai gitu ya, itu adalah orang-orang yang berpendidikan.
Bukan jongos ya.
Bukan jongos gitu.
You killed
So,
your statement.
yes. Botoligans, no offense yang ke fans club yang berdatang, tapi kita pernah terima fans club yang jongos banget gitu loh, gimana?
You don't say to your
You're burning the bridge, man. What are you doing, man?
But they are, man.
They are. Gimana tampang gue pangeran tuh gini kayak oke, gitu. Do you even understand apa fans club lo gitu? They didn't understand shit about club yang mereka gitu. Sedangkan Big Reds adalah kayak kita tahu ketua si Fajar Anugrah ya. That guy is amazing. He's
Fajar Anugrah atau Nugraha sih?
No, Fajar. Let's call him Fajar.
Sorry, man.
Tentu jadi member ya. Terus nggak, the point yang gue bilang adalah Fajar itu adalah orang yang punya pendidikan S2 gitu loh. Oke, and dia mengorganize segala sesuatu tuh rapih banget dengan timnya dia gitu kan.
Yeah.
Dan oleh karena itu kemarin pas gue ngeliat Gelora Bung Karno tuh kayak rapih banget dan mereka bisa chant satu suara gitu loh.
Yes.
Which is even sesuatu yang lo juga ada waktu Malaysia lawan Indonesia yang Piala ASEAN ya, dimana itu that was hell untuk Malaysia gitu kan, dimana semua orang Indonesia 80.000 bersatu melawan orang Malaysia gitu kan gitu. Tapi sebagus-bagusnya waktu itu nggak ada apa-apanya sama Liverpool kemarin. That was so organized menurut gue.
And I don't think ada fans club lain yang bisa pull that off selain mereka sih menurut gue. I don't think ada menurut gue kayak
Benar Man United?
No.
Apalagi.
Apalagi. Nanti itu.
Apalagi Arsenal.
Karena gue ngeliatnya kemarin keren banget sih mereka gitu ya, dan gue ngeliat juga kemarin yang mereka ada buat mengingat Hillsborough itu kan. Itu keren sih menurut gue.
Tapi di balik semua kemeriahan ya, sama kekompakan chance mendukung Liverpool, for me the best story of that match was, sebulan yang lalu ada piece ya di, gue boleh sebut nama medianya di sini?
Iya.
Di detik.com.
Okay.
About the game ya. Ada piece tentang seorang pelatih dari Inggris namanya Paul Cumming, who to make a long story short came from abroad, come here, dia ngelatih beberapa tim, ngembangin beberapa pemain muda, tapi selalu di-fuck sama orang Indonesia, ditipu, kehabisan duit dan lain sebagainya. So team from Detik about the game berhasil men-track dia, and they wrote a really moving piece about him. And orang ini he's a Liverpool fan ya. I don't think he's been to Anfield, pernah nggak sih dia nonton live?
Wow, dia kan orang Inggris jadi berarti sih mungkin pernah.
Mungkin besar
ya. But one of his dreams obviously adalah untuk menonton Liverpool live, you know. So and he was helped by Detik, so he could finally watch that game. And for me, the most moving image when I saw the pictures after the game was a picture of him, udah tua, I don't know what, 60, 70, very old,
white hair,
belum lama
very
ini,
fragile, you know, the posture.
Belum lama ini di vonis kanker, kalau nggak salah, seeing him, you know, finally getting his dream come true in a country di mana he's basically been fucked. You know, by people yang ungrateful sama jasa dia. And it's funny, you know, when you compare his selflessness dalam memberikan something back to Indonesia. Kasus Chelsea sama Arsenal, the sponsors, they're asking for money buat meet and greet, and Chelsea and Arsenal, they don't know that. You know, they want the money back.
Arsenal didn't know that.
I don't think they.
Tuh, lo gas lagi. Jadi what you saying is Arsenal nggak tahu di meet and greet-nya dimintain uang.
I think so ya. But
the Arsenal Football Club-nya nggak tahu kalau itu.
Chelsea is clear.
I didn't read yang Arsenal, but
I think,
Chelsea Chelsea didn't know.
Okay, I think
yang 22 juta, ngomong 22 juta itu.
I think I read it on the Daily Mail ya, dan itu belum gue follow up juga, you know.
Okay.
And I'm not acting as a journalist here, so I don't need to verify anything.
Okay.
Cuma yang jelas, when you compare that sort of mentality yang ada di orang Indonesia, you know, and you compare that with the selflessness yang si Paul Cumming has given, yes, I think it tells a lot about a difference. I mean, culture is relative, tapi perbedaan dalam kelas and integrity and how you treat people. So I think for me the best story was just seeing his frail body di tribun GBK cheering on his favorite team. Finally, Indonesia has given something back to him.
So finally dia bisa nonton Arsenal, Liverpool.
Great story for me.
For me, sekarang kita bikin quiz.
Did you watch the game?
I did.
Where?
Yeah, di TV of course.
Di TV, okay.
Untuk kayak link battle gitu juga. Anyway, terus gue sekarang mau bikin quiz-quizan sama lo berdua, yaitu apa hal terburuk dari Liverpool datang kemarin ke GBK? What happened yang paling lucu dan terburuk kemarin?
I didn't watch the game, so I can't really tell you.
Pangeran, what is the worst thing about Liverpool datang ke GBK kemarin? Ada kejadian nggak yang menurut wah ini parah nih?
80,000 Liverpool fans in the same place. Man, that's awful. That's bad.
Let's fry them gitu ya.
No further explanation needed. That's just bad.
Kalau buat gue ya, I was so happy to see Liverpool datang segala macam, and Big Reds gokil sih, kompak abis gitu ya. Dan gue I love Stevie G. Menurut gue he's the best midfielder the last decade for me ya.
As long as you don't change the music while he was listening to it in the club, right? Nice.
Kalau mau berantem dia kan. Anyway, terus it was a good moment buat sepak bola Indonesia menurut gue dari STBG di GBK ya. Terus Indonesia juga kelihatannya sih mainnya nggak jelek-jelek amat kemarin kelihatannya gitu.
Mendingan
Mendingan lah ya gitu loh kan.
Yeah, I think there's one moment sih Sergio Van Dijk nendang keras banget.
Wow,
sampai ditepis sama Mignolet gitu.
Itu gokil sih. Tapi it was smooth, everything was going well, segala macam. Gue salut sama Big Red, sama Liverpool fans. I'm happy for them juga gitu. Tiba-tiba si pembawa acara si perempuan itu cukup datang gitu, dia nanya, oh ya Stevie G, how was the game? Oh cup, oh ya oke. Terus pertanyaan terakhirnya begini, oh ya Stevie G, gimana menurut kamu perkembangan timnas Indonesia dibandingin game sebelumnya? And I was like, do you even think kalau Stevie G would watch timnas Indonesia dan pelajari gitu loh? Why would he ever mempelajari timnas Indonesia? Of course Stevie G dilatih sama tim media dia, sama sponsor dia Adidas segala macam untuk menjawab dengan jadwal sambil senyum gitu kan. Dia menjawab, oh ya Indonesia bermain lebih baik sekarang, mereka punya masa depan yang sangat baik. Terus si bawa acaranya kayak seneng banget. Oh ya, jadi Indonesia udah ada perkembangannya gitu ya gitu. Padahal kan tolol banget menurut gue. So menurut gue
that's a Jongos broadcast.
That is a Jongos broadcast menurut gue sih. Tapi the other day menurut gue it was a big event buat Indonesia. It was great menurut gue. Okay.
It was even better than the last club who came together kan.
I have to agree actually.
Oh, Arsenal,
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
In a lot of aspects, yeah. Fans jelas, fan base.
Yeah.
Dan I'm not saying, with all due respect to Arsenal Indonesia, that they didn't do a good job. I just think that, well,
in general
the bar has been raised.
Yeah. Akan menarik untuk melihat how the Chelsea fan nanti.
Iya, banget.
Ada nggak nih?
They're all 10 of them ya.
Mungkin kalau
one upmanshipnya gimana nih? Sama obviously penampilan timnas. Tim what is it this time? Indonesia Eleven.
Indonesia namanya apa sekarang itu namanya Indonesia Eleven, apa segala macam gitu.
And they were better obviously.
Yeah. So what you saying is kemarin mungkin fans Arsenal kalau di 14045 yaitu 14045 cepet McDonald's.
I don't eat Jongos food.
Oke. Kalau di McDonald's mungkin si Arsenal adalah beef burger. Kalau Liverpool adalah
chicken,
Big Mac.
Bigger. Cool.
Right?
Bigger.
Oke, buat Regans, thank you for watching. Kita akan kembali ke sesi kedua. Kita akan ngomongin soal Wayne Rooney ke Chelsea. See you.